Hello everyone, this tutorial will show you the workflow for creating your own MetaHuman, importing it into Unreal Engine 5 and how to control it as your main character for a game. So first of all, you'll want to create your own MetaHuman. To do this, come to the website metahuman.unrealengine.com. Next, before you meet this page, you may be asked to log in. Make sure you log in with the same credentials as your Unreal Engine 5. Once you do reach this page, make sure you select the newest version, launch the latest MetaHuman creator. Now MetaHuman is currently run within the browser, so it might take a while for you to connect, but make sure you do wait and don't refresh the page. When you are connected, it will come up with this create option, so you can choose a starting point or a template for your character. You can make it look like yourself, or you can make it look however you want. Once you're happy with the starting point for your character, click Create Selected. If you want to change the character's face, click on this Sculpt tool, and you should see these little dots. Now if you move these dots, you can change pretty much everything on the face. So have a mess around with it and find something that you like. Once you've finished creating your character, make sure it says at the top right, all changes saved, and then click on this Home, MetaHumans. Your MetaHuman should now be saved in this My MetaHumans tab. If this is the case, you can now close MetaHuman. For the next step, you'll want to launch Unreal Engine 5. I'm using 5.03. Once Unreal Engine 5 is open, make sure you go to Games, Third Person, and click Create. Now that we've got Unreal Engine 5 open, we want to import our newly created MetaHuman. So to do that, come up to Window, then click on Quixel Bridge. Once it's open, come up to the top right and click on this icon. Now here where it says sign out for me, you'll want to sign in with the same credentials you used to create your MetaHuman. Now that you've signed in, you'll see this new MetaHumans tab. Click on that. Then click on My MetaHumans. And you should see your newly created MetaHuman. Next, click on this, and in the bottom right, you should see Download. Now this could take a long time, so just make sure you wait for it to fully download. With the download completed, we can now click on Add. If this doesn't work, what you have to do is close down Quixel Bridge and reopen it. With Quixel Bridge reopened, click on Add again, and it should add it to your project. With the character added to your project, you'll notice some messages of missing plugins. Make sure you enable all of these missing plugins and settings. Then you can restart the project. With Unreal Engine 5 restarted, enabling your plugins to work, click on the content drawer and you should notice a new folder called MetaHumans. Click inside this and then click on the name of your character. You should notice a new blueprint. This is your character's blueprint. Double click on it to open it. Now the character's blueprint is open, let's click on Class Settings at the top. And with this new Details panel, let's look for Parent Class. With this drop down box, type in BP underscore third person character. Click on that. Next, let's select the root and drag it onto the character mesh to parent it. It should look like this. Let's click Save and compile. Next, let's click on the Viewport tab found at the top here. You'll find that your character is stood on top of the mannequin. To fix that, go over to the Transform tab on the right and click on these two arrows to reset the transform. Now on the left under Variables, let's click on Live Retarget. When the drop down box opens, click on Use Live Retarget Mode. When you click on this, on the right hand side, you should see a new Details panel. Where it says Use Live Retarget Mode, tick this. You'll find that your character is now in line with the mannequin. Now we need to get rid of the mannequin. To do this, let's click on the Mesh, Character Mesh. Now in the Details tab, in the search bar, type Viz. Where it says Visible and it's checked, uncheck this. This will get rid of the mannequin. Now, on the visibility-based anim tick option drop-down box, click on Always Tick Pose and Refresh Buttons. And finally, hit on Compile and Save. You can now close down the blueprint. Now go into your content drawer again, and on the left-hand side, you should see a third person folder. Click on this. Then go into Blueprints, and you should see this third person game mode. Double click this to open it. With the game mode blueprint open, come down to this default pawn class option, and in the drop down box, click on it and look for your character's name. BP Kellen for me. Select it, then hit compile and save. You can close this now. And finally, now if you hit the play button at the top, you should be using your own character from the MetaHuman that you created within game. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and it helped you create a MetaHuman and import it into one of your projects.